Hello, hello, hello. Fractionally late, which I'm sure nobody picked up on, right? Hello, James. Hello, Chris. Hello, Capel. James is already ditching. He came to speak to Chris and Capel, and obviously has no interest in me whatsoever, which is fine. It's fine. I get it. You know, whatever. How is everyone on this fine, fine summer's day? Fashionably late. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Chris, thank you so much for the donation. Let the glitch hunting begin indeed. Although the game is apparently relatively glitch-free. Relatively. I have seen a few things on Reddit pop up. Hilarious things happening. Getting your bike today, James. That's exciting. Can't wait to see that. Is everyone else as disgustingly warm and sweaty as I am? No, you didn't miss much at all, Capil. I finished up not long after you left. Oh no, I have NVIDIA, Chris. There's not really any reason for that to happen necessarily, apart from the fact that the game doesn't support DLSS, which is the NVIDIA upscaling technology. There is a mod that's now out, so you can load it, but it does support AMD's FSR2, which you can run on NVIDIA cards. The game is horrific on... So I'm currently running... this is about mid 50 frames a second, and I've turned quite a lot of stuff down and off. I don't know if you've watched any of the previous stream, Chris, but it was quite choppy in places. So I was running on like ultra everything, because why not? But now I've done it so we're like, there are several things on medium, so the highest hitting ones, or the dynamic resolution and film grain and depth of field and motion shadow, motion blur, that's all off, and everything else is on high. But yeah, so even though I've turned all that stuff down, it's still under 60 frames a second. Evening, Rosalie. How's it going? Melting, I know. Obviously, I'm in here with the doors closed and everything now. I've had my big patio door open all day. But yeah, now that all the doors are closed and I'm sat next to the roasting PC, I'm immediately sweaty. Immediately. Yeah, I think that was not an intended glitch. That's not the word I'm looking for. Expected. I think everyone expected the launch to be... all the big launches these days take, you know, a little while to sort themselves out. I was probably quite lucky to get in after half hour compared to, like, some of them. Like, I think the Diablo 4 launch was atrocious, I think, wasn't it? Didn't that take, like, hours for people to get in? And now that it's out today, if you're playing it on the Xbox Cloud service, I haven't heard anything today, but for previous big releases, the cloud service has struggled to... supply as much resource as it needs, so the queue can be like an hour or two for that. Yeah, smooth sailing since that. Don't think I've really had any particular glitches or anything, have I? I've obviously got absolutely no idea what's going on. J for general, I for inventory. How do you just get back? That's what I wanted. How do you... Missions, there we go. Toggle which quest is tracked. Okie dokie. Press R to automatically plot a course to your next objective. Okie dokie. Barnett wants me to take the artifact to his colleagues in Constellation. I'll have his ship. Oh, so we've only just started that. So we've literally just got out of the mining place down there. Then I guess that's what that is. Even though we look really far away from it. Weren't we parked right next to it just now? You can store your inventory in your ship. I don't even know if I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Yeah, fair bit. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember hitting my mass. So where did... It might not be classed as my ship yet. That's why... I think I did see the captain's locker, but I didn't put anything in there. Because I think we're technically just borrowing the ship at the moment, aren't we? So I don't want to go losing stuff if I can help it. Does this do anything? Oh yeah, this was like a mixing thing, wasn't it? Tour. It's going to be a very short tour. There's not a lot to see, really. So we have the pilot's cradle up here, with all the fancy screens around it, and a lovely big canopy. Oh, I quite like the screens like there, facing that way. I think that's quite cool. So you'd see them as you were lying down in your seat. We have our crew stations here, although obviously no crew at the moment. This is the Nova Galactic FDK3C, obviously. Yeah, it must be this bit here, Chris, the captain's locker. But I might just wait until, like, we at least take the artifact to the next people to see if anything's going to kick off. There's the hatch to close. Oh, it probably does close it. Close that. This is nothing. This is just a little computer station. This is a research station. This is our navigation console, which brings us to the same map you can get to through your menus. We've got the galley over here where you can cook your items together. A little dining table for everyone to sit down at. The facilities. Oh, I don't know why I didn't expect that to happen, even though it said sit. I don't think I need to wait on the toilet for too long. I think we're fine. Some storage bits, but nothing that's interactable. And then down here, if we click this, it'll just load us outside straight away. Or load us into the ramp at the very least. Where there is a first aid kit, or a couple of first aid kit options. And that's it. And that's our little robot buddy, Vasco, who's going to help us out. Now, I was trying to remember what the... Ah, yeah, hold F for the torch. I do seem significantly further away than I was when we got on the ship. Did we have to walk all the way up here before? Oh, there are dead things, so I guess we did. I guess I just misremember it a little bit. That's fine. I didn't want to spoil myself by watching too much by others, just up to where you've got. Good stuff. Yeah, not very far at all. Not very far at all is the answer to that. If I had to give a brief summary of what I think of the game so far, I think I'd probably say intrigued, but it hasn't gripped me the way that, like Fallout when you first come out of the vault and you've got everything there, or the Skyrim or Morrowind when you first arrive and wherever your location is and you're unleashed into the world. I think they had a much bigger, like, maybe it's just because the technology at the time is much more impressive, but it felt much more awesome and immersive at the time. Let's sit in our seat. And then the thing which I've seen a lot of people complaining about, like the main complaint, is the amount of loading screens. Because we've been slightly ruined by other games. And people have pointed out that although you don't have the same flight systems as you do in like No Man's Sky, I'm not generally too bothered by that. Because, yeah, people pointed out doing like 5 to 8 minutes of flying between planets isn't necessarily fun. You're just watching yourself fly in a straight line for that length of time. So that's fine, but like, I would just like more. I think I'd just like a little bit more. Like I've hit take off, so there's a little cutscene and then you're in space. I'd like it to be slightly more interactive, but like I say, I think we've been spoiled by other games and we're judging it by other games which don't have, well, I haven't seen a lot of this game yet, but apparently don't have the same depth of detail that you would expect from a Bethesda game. User interface seems a little bit overcomplicated, but also basic somehow to me. I haven't had any particular issues with it so far. I mean, I haven't got a lot to deal with at the moment, I suppose, which might be why. Can you fly at slow speed and then go to sleep? Possibly, but you wouldn't move, I don't think. Look, if I pointed in this way and put my speed right up, and then went and waited on the toilet for a while, I doubt very much I would have got very far from... How'd you just get out of the sea? C? What did C do? C changed my speed, but I don't know why. Oh, because I'm changing my engine loadout. How do I just get up? Not tab. Can you get up when you're in space? I don't know if you can even get up, Bill. None of those. Oh, what did that do? Ah, so F changes between like a navigational screen and your weapons screen. Oh, fired a rocket. What did I press that fired a rocket? That might be my only rocket. Oh, no, G. Oh, yeah, no, it says G up there. So I don't think you can get out of your ship. I do have a bunch of stuff in the cargo hold. Interesting. I was disappointed to see you stayed awake during your stream. Only just. Only just. So if we need to jump to Jemison. So what's this marker over here? Well, that one's pointing at Crete, which I guess is just pointing at our nearest location. I'm assuming we need to go over here. So how do we... Is there a way of doing a jump over here without going through the menus? By doing that, there we go, okay. No, you can't land anywhere. So planets have different... Was there a scan option? Am I making that up? Oh, okay. It's our first time seeing friendly ships just fly around, though. That's quite cool. So I thought... Stop pressing G, firing missiles at the planet. Have I just forgotten the key to... Oh, no, that is the scanner. Nope. Honestly, can't quite remember. Oh, you scan in the map screen, right. So you can scan there, which will pick up any locations, like we've got a mining outpost down there and the New Atlantis point up there. So you would just click on them and say land. Like that, and then there's a loading screen. Right, as it is so blazingly hot in here, like my shirt is sticking to the back of this seat, something terrible now. I'm going to put my fan on in the background. Let me know if it's too annoying in terms of sound. It's a very fancy looking place. So we could have just like quick travelled outside, but I'm trying to avoid that. Good. I'm glad it's not audible. I'm going to turn it up a little bit then. There's Vasco, waiting to talk to us as soon as we get off. Oh yeah, I mean, alright. You made your point, Vasco.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
He has nothing to say. He has nothing to say. Absolutely not, Chris. This is my fan, and I look after it dearly. It's actually a fan we got for AJ's pram when we were taking her out when it was hot then. It clips onto it, and it's got like a little USB charger built into it. Like you can charge things off it if you need to. But we never needed it because it was never warm enough when she was young. So now it's just my personal desk fan. It's only a little tiddler. What the fan blade's like, about 4 inches diameter, not radius. But it's something. I can feel a bit of air. It's going to help cool the sweat that's pooling on my forehead. I'm assuming that was already our active mission, but we'll put it there. And that's our ship, which we haven't really had a proper look at yet. Welcome back, James. That was a very quick parent-teacher meeting. Is that because it went so bad or so good?
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration here.
Mate, you just stood there looking at it. So yeah, so I think the loading screens are the things that people are particularly, is upset the right word? Disappointed about, I would say. Because it doesn't have the same relative freeform open world nature that you can't crash. So sad. That, like, you know, Fallout does or anything like that. Also, they still have the thing where you have to load to go into buildings in those games, but at least the travel in between. And, like, I even saw someone from Bethesda, probably Todd Howard, saying, oh, they didn't want to have, like, long travel sequences when you're in your ship, because what's the point? But then, thinking about it, isn't that what you do in Skyrim? You have a long travel and you find things on the way? Maybe it's more difficult to do? I don't know. Very difficult to say, Chris. The reviews have been very good for it. I've only played it, like, 3 hours worth. If that. And I've literally done, like, the tutorial mission of getting the ship sort of thing. So we've done very, very little so far. I would say that people's disappointments with the game don't necessarily mean they don't like the game. It's just the things people are picking up on. And I was particularly annoyed when Oblivion moved to doing the like loading screen to get into cities and stuff. Because my favourite ever gaming memory, one of my favourite ever gaming memories, was in Morrowind, where I was just like running away from guards for like 45 minutes. jumping over city walls and through buildings and stuff. Because you could, because you didn't have to load when you got to a city gate and then be confronted by guards as soon as you load in. It's silly. Silly, silly, silly. Won't let me crash, James. I'm obviously not actually good. That'd be crazy.
And here's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
So the other guy who talked to the robot when the ship landed seemed to very much know who the old captain of the ship was. Wouldn't this guy be a bit like, why are you captain of this ship now? Where's the other guy? Not to install the crashing DLC. More crew.
I would try the viewport. They'll be on your left once you get into the plaza. The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint.
Cowardly. Seems like a bit much.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Obviously, we're not in the position to buy a new ship right now. Because they cost 57,000 for this one, and we've got 2,000. Oh no, they cost 72,000, sorry. I was just seeing what sort of things we have. None of them have got as much engines as we have so far. That's pretty close to ours. That one's nice. And just in terms of the stats up here, that's nice. Is that the most expensive one? Oh, so this is the value down here. That's how many credits the vendor has, right? So yeah, that's 280,000, 66, 132, and 57. So yeah, that is by far the most expensive. I quite like the higgledy-piggledy nature of like the bolt-ons and stuff. I quite like that. I also like the number of engines that's got on the back. That's awesome. Well, obviously, we're not going to buy that, so that's fine.
Okay, no problem.
Sitting in your car, eating your packaged ramen like a weirdo. I suspect it's just like photo mode-ish. Ship builder. Allows you to fully design, modify, and paint your ship. Did you just ask about painting? Yes. Can you paint it and put a unicorn on the side with the tagline runs on pixie dust? I don't know if it will let me go that far. Ship builder allows you to fully design, modify, and paint, blah, blah, blah. The floor gauge to the right tells you where new modules will appear. When the floor gauge is at 0, for example, the new modules will be placed in the center mass of the ship. Building new ship modules will cost credits, and deleting them will give you credits back. The ship build will keep a running total and process the entire transaction at the end. There is a flight check that will give you warnings or errors if the design is invalid. Oh, okay. So you actually have to know which bit it is you're looking to change then. Does it cost money to paint our ship? I've accidentally selected just 2 bits. Cancel. How did I select 2 bits? There we go. And get a pretty solid pink in there. Added a boatload of spicy seasoning to it. Your toilet's going to hate you later. And anyone that has to use the toilet after you, I guess, right? Just full pink. Do like a lighter pink there? Yeah. Beautiful. I accept. Is the way of just doing all of the paint at once? Nope, that'd be silly. Ah, you can select multiple parts at once. With the old control. Cool, good to know. I still think that gives her a good reason to not be all that happy with you though, James. Even if she doesn't make it to the toilet first. So what if we wanted to... Obviously we don't have the money to do anything, but if we wanted to... Oh no, you can't just... How do you buy new stuff then? Or when it says upgrade, it just means... Oh, don't want to do that. Back. Right, okay. There we go. I thought it was under weapons and wondered why it showed me the landing bay. That was very confusing. Do we only have the one weapon slot? Or is this adding new ones? Oh, I see. Although, oh, there we go. So there are certain mount points they can go on. Although it's finicky. Okay. So what are these? Those are lasers down there, right. So we've got a whole bunch of weapons. We've got landing bays? What's wrong with our landing bay? Like, I'd like to know... If we wanted to change our landing bay, how would we go about doing that? I'm not saying we are, obviously, but if we wanted to, what would you do? Would I have to select mine? And how do I get rid of mine? Oh, I can just hit delete, even though that wasn't an option at first. And then put that on. Okay. I mean, we don't want to do that, so... What else we got? Landing bays... I think do literally nothing. The chunky ship. I like my ships like I like my women. Sorry, my wife's out at the moment, so I can say that sort of stuff. Cargo holds, cockpits. What have we got at the moment? You can't see without coming out of this. A docker? Allow you to dock with and board another vessel or station. Engines. Fuel tanks. Gear. Grav drives. Habs. Reactors. Shield generators. Structural. There's a lot of stuff you can do, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that detailed. I'm assuming those are our engines, right? Yeah, White Dwarf 2000. And that's the grav drive. Cool. Okay, well, we've painted our ship so it looks brilliant. All items will be moved to the cargo. Okay. I'm sure that's fine. I think I'm getting too old to learn how to play these games effectively, but here for days trying to figure out. Well, I don't think you need to worry about any of that unless you really want to. If you just buy a pre-configured chip, which is better than yours, then that's that. A day to say that to her to be your last stream for a while. Be my last stream ever, I think. I don't know if the ship does need repairs, so I'm not going to spend 1,000 credits on it. Is there a way of telling where, like, to have a ship? And it doesn't have health? Oh, hull. Oh, no, I'm not going to spend... Yeah, I've got nothing. This is fine. I've got no damage at all. Why'd I spend £1,000 on nothing? 1,000 credits on anything, nothing. Is it worth running around here at all and looking at stuff? Or is this going to be just a waste of our time? Malevolence. It would be filmed so I could take it to the divorce lawyer. Quite like the music in the background. That's quite nice and subtle. Subtle and inspiring. I want to go in here. This looks interesting. Ridiculous.
Hey, try. It's really not safe for civilians here.
I'm not a civilian. I'm a captain.
They'll bowl you right over.
I'll bowl you right over. With my stunning ballet routine. So we might have been expecting a bit much to be out here. I don't know if I want to run all the way to the other end. Because it is absolutely miles. Oh, look at my pink ship. Anyone seen the Dan OS guy? No, don't know what that is.
You should see some of the ships when you're standing here. Like their owners, thought decorating their ships with heat leech nests would be a nice touch.
That does sound nice. If I find some heat leech nests, I'm going to do that. Find the edge of the map. It's absolutely miles away. There's nothing over there.
Go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
One of you's lying.
Well, of course, that's sure possible.
Possible.
We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327.
The new job beating me.
I was the station administrator.
She hasn't started her new job yet. She starts on Monday.
ASAP for a full debrief.
Thank you for asking, though. See, I've had a couple of days off this week, so we can make the most of the time we've gotten because the weather's been spectacular. So we've been doing all sorts of exciting things. Gone to beaches, aquariums, adventure parks. Gone out for lots of meals. Spending all the money she hasn't made yet. There are truffles out there. Be right back. Truffles. I'm after my truffles.
Been a while. So was shooting a gun.
He's some hillbilly dude that makes seasoning. He bought a few and I saw them in the store. The spice one is awesome. I like a nice pre-prepared seasoning pack. That's why I like Old Bay. And I was so happy when they started selling Old Bay in Morrison's in the UK. So I didn't have to order it from Amazon and pay silly prices. If they can start selling royal milk tea from Japan now as well, then I will be in my element.
As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state of the art.
Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simple.
I've missed half this conversation now, so I don't even know what to talk about. I was trying to get like immersed in the world. I like your dress. Where did that briefcase come from? It's a very Bethesda thing to do, isn't it? Oh, she started walking, so we should give her a briefcase. You look terrified. Like terrified. Hi. Terrified. See if there's anything up here. Doesn't look like it. Let's go back down. We should probably actually start doing some stuff, right? Let's head towards the quest marker. Look for people with names, because citizen and security, yep, is no good to me. I need named NPCs. I'm surprised you can just walk into this. Well, I'm not good. I made that mistake before, didn't I? Just taking everything I could. Let's not start stealing stuff quite yet, unless we know if we've got somewhere to sell it. If we can find someone to sell it, then I'll be sneaking around, taking everything. Oh! We just get... Wasn't listening. Investigate the brownouts for some reason. So they're okay if I take, like, cups and folders and pens, but you want to take a tablet? Oh no. That's stealing. Don't steal stuff from security guard stations. Crazy. World gone mad.
Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
I am liking the colours of some of their clothes. Oh. Self-service bounty clearance. That's very handy. If you have a bounty with anyone in the systems, don't worry, you can clear that up for you. And a mission board, which I guess is going to be empty at the moment. Oh, it's not! Destroy the Crimson Fleet Ghost at Cheyenne. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but I'm just going to ignore it and move on. Destroy the Crimson Fleet Ghost at Procyon A. Kill the pirate rover. Deliver LED illuminations to Mars. So I'm guessing the delivery time means I only have 5 days to do that. We don't want to take anything with a time limit. We may as well take everything else, right? Like, why not? Cool, thank you, James. I'll take a look at that later. I don't need it. I've got a desk fan. I'm alright. Well, I guess that depends on if I'm allowed to shoot them, Kapil. Planet survey progress. Did I just pick up a scanning thing? I wasn't really paying attention. It's shown on the planet's info card on the star map and also in the scanner when on the planet's surface. Planets without life scanning the planet from orbit may be enough to complete the survey. Okay, what did I say I'd do? An experienced explorer to survey it for us. That's me, mate. That's me. Can I shoot someone and then immediately pay my fine off?
Leave me be, please.
Ah! Okay, right. No, let's find out if it's going to work. Pay it. Local regulations prevent us from offering this service within United Colony space. Please contact the United Colony's authorities to clear up any legal difficulties. Well, I should have quick save first. Where did you even come from? And they're pretty tough. Can't believe I cannot pay off in this particular area. Weirdly, I did not survive that. That fight against multiple level 12 highly armed security guards. You got a name? No. Have we already talked to you?
Anything I can help you with?
I guess so. Yeah. Awful gamist. Steal the money and pay the bounty off. I can't pay the bounty off. Can't pay the bounty off here at the very least. Right, let's go and run in here and hopefully we'll talk about the brownouts again.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
That's a different mission.
You have a nice day.
That's
now.
interesting. I'm guessing Sergeant... Was it Gamey? Or was that just because I saw Kapil's comment and it's still on my head? will give me the same mission, but it's interesting that it comes around in a slightly different manner. Right, let's pick up the mission boards, the missions again. I don't know which mission I'm accepting. These look like they're the same. Right, quick save. No murder sprees quite yet. I don't know how easy it is just to kill citizens. I forgot you can do third person. Feels a lot floatier in third person. New Atlantis information. There can be murder sprees, they're just very short-lived because I'll get immediately murdered myself. Welcome to the city of New Atlantis, capital of the United Colonies, and for many, the settled systems as a whole. Very technologically advanced, founded in 2156. We have security, who are probably horrible, but we're going to tell you they're awesome. Stroll the streets or take the Nat train to the different districts. Our shared history. We are the children of Earth. The United Colonies was established in 2159 on the planet Earth as a means of unifying the human race. Goal was the peaceful exploration and colonization of space, working in harmony with anyone. 2061, the Centaurus Proclamation, which formalized the colonization of distant worlds for anyone who wished to do so. However, not everyone shared in our dream. When wars erupted across the settled systems, the United Colonies stood steadfast, protecting the humans and their right to fairly colonize. When our beloved homeworld was rendered uninhabitable in 2203, oh no, it knew it had a sacred responsibility to be the keepers of Earth. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this in the first stream. I don't like the name Starfield, like at all. It sounds so generic and boring and I don't know, like it doesn't say anything. Like Skyrim is only named after the place, but the series is called The Elder Scrolls. When you say to someone you're playing a game called The Elder Scrolls, it's like it conjures up all sorts of crazy ideas in your head. Say you're playing Starfield and it's like, what is that, like a crappy little asset flip puzzle game on your phone? Is it just you painting white dots onto a black screen? Is there some sort of flash-based game from 20... I was going to say, I started with 20, which is the wrong year immediately. From like 2000? Yeah, I think it's a terrible name. Here in Atlantis, a citizen or visitor can find just about any service they need, from freshly brewed coffee to complete body reconstruction. This is a list of all the corporations and businesses that have found their home here. Coffee, Mercantile, Viewport Tavern, Arsenal, Medics, Enhance, Chunks, CJs. A Clothier, an Outland, a Jake's, and an Apex Electronics. Other buildings and services, I mean, alright, loads of stuff, yeah. Interesting. Protect people's rights to legally invade other planets. I don't know if it's invading if the planet isn't colonized and doesn't have any other existing life forms on it which have, you know, colonized the planet. Oh, can we go in there? Oh, we can. See, that sort of loading screen, that bothers me. It just feels like, and it's all because they're using the same engine they've been using for the creation engine, is it? It just feels like a different game might be able to just not have that loading screen. It's very quick. But why? Anytime people say Starfield, I keep getting confused with Star Citizen. So I think Star Citizen is a better name. It's still very simple. But just by saying it conjures up a different thing, you know. You're a Star Citizen, a citizen of the stars. Your job is to go into space and explore and do whatever you want as a citizen of space. You have the freedom to choose to do things. Attacks my need for crashability. I'm a bit 50-50 on the space travel bit. Like I say, do you want to spend 5-10 minutes traveling in a straight line with some pretty effects on the screen without actually doing anything to go to different planets or stars or whatever? Probably not, but they could have things pop up as you're going, like Everspace 2 does. Space travel in Star Citizen looks cool and you can crash. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know. If it felt a bit more interactive, like even if it was just not a cutscene, like I was in my ship and I press a few buttons and I hit an autopilot button and it takes off, that would feel a bit better. I think it feels just quite disconnected when it flicks immediately to an external view. What's better, Starfield or No Man's Sky? Well, that depends on what you want from a game. You haven't even played Starfield. Sethatroni. If you want a story-based, typical Bethesda single-player experience, then Starfield's going to be your game. If you want a game where you can go and do whatever you want within reason, but you know, you're a bit more free to do what you want, but what you can do is basically shoot plants and rocks to gain resources to do other stuff, then No Man's Sky. I'd say that even though they're both based in space, the type of games they are is so drastically different, it's not really a fair comparison. One's a very focused single-player RPG, the other one's like a survival RPG. You can have breakdowns and repair the craft in the middle of space. Yeah, you could do like have to do an EVA to get out and fix your engine or something. Really like the space travel. Yeah, I love the space travel. The way you can just go from like the planet seamlessly into space is beautiful. I completely understand why that isn't easy to do in a game like this, because in No Man's Sky, you're traveling down to a planet and there's some textured ground with some trees and maybe an animal, but they don't tend to spawn until you get to the ground anyway. Whereas in this, obviously, you're coming towards a densely detailed, populated area. So I can understand why it's a lot more difficult to... They colonized the planet. They must be British. Sorry, James. Apparently I didn't even register that I clocked it and ignored it. So yeah, I'm sort of 50-50. I'm not too bothered by the space travel aspect. As long as I just want it to feel a little bit less like a loading screen and a little bit more like, you know, I'm going on a journey, I suppose. Sounds silly, but there we go. I got nostalgic about the old X3 reunion game. I played a lot of X2. Downloaded X4, couldn't get past the tutorial. I have X4, and I also haven't got very far in it at all. Like, I think I've got out of the first space station you start in a couple of times. I keep watching, like, YouTube videos and, like, getting started in X4. But I haven't got very far in it. It's a bit of a time sink, which is a bit of a problem for me. But yeah, I imagine if a sort of thing, if I could get past like 2 hours of it, I'd be done for like weeks. Well, it would have been back in the day when I had time to play games. Yeah, I really enjoyed the X games. I'm pretty sure it was X2 I played a lot. I'm pretty sure it was X2 because I actually had a game box. I didn't have Steam at the time, so we're going back a few years. I think I skipped X3. I got very excited about whatever what was the one that came in between 3 and 4 where they tried to like reboot it because there was a VR version. Got quite excited about that, and then that was terrible. X4 is supposed to be really good. You know, if you like X games.
No soliciting. Do I need to call security?
What?
If you'll excuse me.
See, that sort of thing? I think I made a comment in the first stream that I didn't like the fact that I stole a guy's sandwich and who commented, "You took my sandwich." And then I talked to him, like went up and pressed E, and then he no longer remember that I took his sandwich. Like this is, I'm in a security center. I'm in the security center for this whole town, or at least this district. Why isn't he annoyed that I'm pointing a gun at his face? I guess it's so that people aren't going to get shot for just having their gun out, but...
You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
You're literally wearing a helmet in here. But yeah, like, why aren't they annoyed that I'm pointing a gun around? It seems silly. We can take our helmet off, though. Let's take our helmet off. Got there in the end. Hide helmet in breathable areas. Is that the same as taking it off? Oh, there he is. There he is. Just googled X4, ugly BMW and better looking game. So I think what I said to other people, and I mentioned it sort of earlier in this, is I'm not that short. Thank you very much. I'm taller than that guy. I mean, I'm not as tall as the robot, but that's the robot. Obviously I haven't played very much, but I'm expecting to very much enjoy it based on what I've seen so far. But it's a Bethesda game. You have to go into it with sort of Bethesda expectations, and I'd say a few of the things, like, you know, the people not reacting to a gun in their face, are just sort of, it's that sort of slightly old school Bethesda, like even the conversations where it locks you into the viewpoint. It's a very Bethesda thing, and they've been doing that for like, what, 25, 30 years now? Well, since Morrowind, with their first 3D game. And when did Morrowind come out? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. It's like the doors in Resident Evil. Like, do you keep the door loading mechanic when you don't need it anymore? Do you keep it because it's part of the game's aesthetic? Or do you change and move with the times a bit? When was this out? 2002. So literally 20 years they've had this same conversation and mechanic. I don't think he's Asian. I think that makes you racist.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Wasn't really listening, but yeah, sure, I could do with the XP, mate.
First things first, I have to ask. Do you have any security experience at all?
It does sound quite posh. I don't mind the voice. Bamboozled yourself. I don't know if I need to ask this, but should I lie? Or should I tell the truth? I would lean towards that one. Always lie, lie like hell. I knew it.
Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbine.
Just shoot him.
I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check.
I know, Chris, I know. I'm just trying to make it feel like you're involved.
There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. You know, Mast.
Obviously I don't know, which is exactly why I asked.
Administrative and scientific triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city. Headquarters of the entire United Colonies. I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
Yeah, you definitely should have done. I've never been here before in my life.
Aegis? They're basically...
I'm just a miner. Remember, I'm just a miner. That's all I do. A miner who touched a stone, and now I'm some special person.
While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. That got your tongue? Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
I really don't mind the voice. I don't mind the voice because it sounds like a voice that doesn't necessarily conform to a specific, like, part of Earth. Like, why would people in space have the same accents we do? It's hundreds of years in the future. So I don't mind the voice. I think it kind of works.
Let me know if you have any questions.
It probably, obviously, it is an actual accent that I'm just not picking up on. But, yeah, I don't mind the voice. Vasco, you are right there, mate. Just step back a bit next time. It sounds like you...
No soliciting. Do I need to call security?
She has a name, so we definitely can't kill her. But someone said about unkillable... I love the unkillable NPCs. You can just mag dump on them and they just keep walking away. Backing away. I don't know if they are unkillable. Obviously there'll be ones that you won't be able to kill. Oh no, they just go down, don't they? And then they get back up. So I think the ones which you... yeah, the ones that you can't kill will just get back up again. But you can kill some, because I killed some of the miners I did last time, didn't I? I'm pretty sure. It's going to hit reload. We're not going to last much longer. Should have a Yorkshire accent. I'll be fine with that.
No soliciting. Do I need to call security?
He has truffles in the drawer behind him. I did save, yes, I did. Oh, yeah, sorry, I assumed that that was a typo for backing away. You did mean to say yakking. Yeah, sorry, I do know what yakking is.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Well, if there are truffles, they are very well hidden. So, like, you literally just gave me the mission, mate. Literally just gave me the mission. What you should be saying is, why aren't you off doing the mission? This is all going to count as stealing, isn't it? But I bet there's some good stuff in here somewhere. You'd hope so, at least. I could love some Frontier attire, but I need to find out if there's somewhere we can sell... sell this stuff before we go too crazy, and also get rid of the rest of the stuff in our inventory, because we are pretty rammed. Not sure why none of the lockers lock. Surely one of the distinctive features of a locker is its ability to lock itself. I like flapping their gums.
Type of weapon combat tech won't make?
Hey.
I have nothing to say. Do not bother me.
Okay, who are you?
Prisoner, trapped by a weak people who do.
What do you mean test ride? Are you suggesting that I might end up in the cells involuntary in the future, Kapil?
The Great Serpent called me to fight the unbelievers in the United Colonies. But I was ambushed, and my ship disabled. Now, I am here.
Sounds like my sort of person. Yeah, alright, we'll have a bit of sleep. There we go. I'd like it if I'd actually laid down in the bed, but I've test-driven the cell. Can't use the toilets in here though, although the toilet seat is a separate piece of the model. So you'd expect it would open up, but... Oh, I've got myself stuck. There we go.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
You don't have a name, I don't need to talk to you. Well, now that I've just brazenly wandered around the whole security centre. Talks big, but she could have gone down fighting, that's true. I will be the greatest mastermind. I'm not yet, but I will be. It's because I've turned all the shadows down and stuff. It doesn't look quite as nice as it did before, but we're still under 60 frames a second, so it's as good as we're going to get. I mean, it is pretty beautiful. You got to give it that. It's not quite the brown sludge everywhere that Fallout was, is it? I don't know whether it's worth just going straight to the mission marker, or if we should be looking around at other interesting things first.
Hey.
Oh, I was going to say, you look like you might have had a proper name.
On your crew?
Well, yeah. I suppose so.
Systems. Basically, I can fine-tune your shields, keep the enemy from damaging anything you can't afford to lose. I'm only looking to earn the going rate.
What does that mean? Whoa now, Sonny Jim.
Why is that?
Why is that? It's a good question. I'm not used to persuasion choices which actually make you decide why you're saying it. It does look a bit like Kurt Russell. And their hair is Mel Gibson's. From like 90s Mel Gibson's hair. Each choice has a difficulty. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice succeeded. That sounds poorly worded, but okay. Well, we've got 3 turns, so we might as well start there, right?
I know how much I'm worth. Too bad you don't. Sounds fair. I'm in.
What? What? What just happened?
I see. Look me up when your luck turns around.
Is that because it was the first one I've done, so it was like a training sort of thing? It's got defensive, propulsion, and damage control. It's lucky that they're all dressed exactly the same, so you know which one's a crew.
I really love this place.
And lots of other named people, so let's talk to them.
You look like the planet hopping
Oh, they're
type.
all
Got any
crew.
room on your ship for someone like me? Plenty. I'm comfortable on a ship, especially in the gunner seat.
Looks
I'm
like it.
Also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it. Aye, aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers.
13,000 credits.
You're short on credits?
I'm short on credits because I'm so successful at my job.
I get the feeling you're trying to stiff me. Ah, enough already.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh. So I have to like fill that up or something?
Okay, that's pretty good. I don't think so. I feel for you, but I can't work for that little. I have to make a living.
Don't just walk away from me.
Oh, well, I guess there's no accounting for taste, huh? If you change
Shooting's
your mind,
easy,
I'll
you need
be
someone
your-
who can fix this shit. So I'm guessing when we do want people, you'll probably start off with these guys because these guys are going to be cheaper in the matching jumpsuits. Well, apart from you, because you're not in a matching jumpsuit. Then these are all these named ones. These are the ones you're actually going to want to hire, isn't it? The Hunter.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like you're trying too hard.
Ouch. 2 minutes into this conversation and I'm already getting sized up. Well, outside heroic individuals like yourself, the suit can give people pause.
If I can, Chris, I will.
That can be handy when I need it.
Thug.
I guess maybe I am.
You like a mystery
Hell,
man.
I've been everything else in life. Why not add that to the list? I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you.
No, you ask him if he always wears his helmet.
You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
As long as I'm the winner.
think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here.
Hates conversations?
I'm sure we'll see each other again.
I'm sure we will. Thunter.
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business? Sorry.
None of your
didn't mean to
business.
pry. I can't stand snoopy people. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MASS. I'm billing myself as a weapons expert, sniper tech specifically. Most travelers like having someone on their crew.
He looks creepy. I don't think he looks creepy.
Settled systems are no picnic.
You gotta have a chaser, right?
Oh yeah, plenty of us. There's a whole branch of MASS scientific wing called DRIP. That's dedicated to developing new weapons for the UC military.
Coming to bartender.
No, I'm not. I'm actually hoping for a crew gig. Lots of pilots stop by the viewport on their way into town. I figure if I hung around long enough, I'd run into someone who was hiring.
It's because his eyes are always looking for targets, Chris. That's what it is.
Do I need a shower or something?
I mean, we're obviously not in a position to hire any of these. I'm just sort of talking to them so we can learn a bit about them, so we can forget completely when we come back at some point. You never know, Chris. You never know where the enemy might be.
The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep
A chaser for a beer or for the fruity cocktail. You don't know it's a fruity. It may have looked like a fruity cocktail. That could just be like space spirits.
Anyone can shoot at targets, but I take them out. You're not gonna find a better shot anywhere else. So, are we making a deal or what?
I'm interested.
That much? Just my fair share. Then quit wasting my time. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
You're right there, Logan.
Anything I can do for you?
Trying to nose into my conversation.
There's a huge tree in the embassy district, across from the MASS station. Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone should see it at least once when they're in the city. It's so cool. Or maybe I just love trees.
Lip syncing slightly weird.
Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel into New Atlantis, so there's no shortage of people to meet. I love talking with the new people and hearing about their journeys. Not to mention, it's also nice and safe. Unlike my brother's job.
Your fair share, then you shall get a donut.
He's a Marine, and if that wasn't bad enough, he's stationed in Sidonia.
Oh no, I don't know anything about that.
Safe and how he loves his job, but I just worry about him so much.
Someone pushing me around.
Sidonia is how many people get hurt in accidents there. I just pray that he'll be okay. Finally, someone understands.
Ramsey.
I guess I can only hope that Chris will come to his senses one day. But anyways, I apologize. I didn't mean to dump all of that onto you. I just
The only Ramsey I can think of is from Game of Thrones, and I can't see the relevance for that.
Until next time.
Hey bartender, hit me with a double.
First time in New Atlantis?
First time outside of a mine, I think. Yep, gonna lie to her.
Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me.
Everyone can see right through my... Oh, Gordon Ramsay.
Go ahead and make yourself comfortable.
See, I got it. I'm with it now. I've caught up with the conversation. Obviously, I forgot that I said anything about donuts. Chris's aren't built that way.
I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Varun embassy torn down.
Ah, the old Varun embassy.
I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Varun, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic.
I would if I could, James,
We
but
all
I've
know
got
how that goes.
sensitive ears. They're very sensitive to bread.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous.
I do like a little bit of Kitchen Nightmares. It's a good, like, hungover, put it on, let it play sort of show. I have no idea what she said. I'll give it a try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was...
Well, yeah, I
Now
guess
they're
so, Chris,
sitting on
technically.
it, taking their sweet time like they always do.
Because I've got to take the artifact somewhere, which is what I'm doing here, I think. But I'm not really paying attention to the main mission at the moment. I'm just sort of walking around.
I submitted all.
Oh,
the
right click
paperwork,
also
believe
clicks
me.
on the options.
It
Didn't
won't
know
amount
that.
to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Ominous tone.
Doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it?
I don't think he holds back on the English one either, particularly.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try.
What I
These
particularly like
very
doing with
slim
Kitchen Nightmares is
I am in no way asking you to do anything that
watching
might
the show
violate
and then looking up
one of
afterwards to
the
see if they
many
survived.
laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a
Most
way
people
to
that
get
win
an
Hell's Kitchen
important
never run the
cargo
restaurant.
out
They're
of
just
him.
paid out as they can't do the
And
job. I
if,
did not know that.
hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well,
No, I know,
that might not
James.
be
It's
the worst.
crazy how many fail.
You, with me on this?
Who do I need to kill?
What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Seriously, can you help me with this or not?
Yeah, I totally listened. I need to get you something from security.
Believe this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
By stealing. There goes my
Yeah,
idea.
this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right? See, this only works if we both talk. Otherwise, I'm just giving a speech and I hate
Hello to the person who is not Dr. Mance. She's back. She came back. It's because I said you were out earlier. Could you imagine sitting at your favourite restaurant and Gordon walks in with a camera crew? Oh, she was out. She only out briefly. Well, she wasn't out all evening. She's just going to pick someone up. Oh, to feed a cat. That was it. I got confused.
I'm obviously not
I know. Don't want to do that.
I know a
Any
few
information?
things, but not much. The
Well, tell us
cargo
the
is
information
being
to
held
start
down
with. I
at
shouldn't have to
spaceport,
probe you for the
not in the
information.
security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work.
how or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my
No worries,
business.
James. Have a safe
I'm sure I'm
drive.
better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you.
But you don't know me, so why don't you just talk to them instead?
Like I said, I submitted the usual. I don't expect the forms. I went and talked to an officer at the office too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New
Polite but helpful.
Polite but unhelpful.
Oh, unhelpful. Wasn't even listening enough to get the last word right. I'll figure it out.
I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
Of course there's a lot of dialogue in the game. It's a RPG game. It's a Bethesda RPG game. It's been rounded dialogue, mate.
You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
Stop by anytime you'd like to catch it.
Like maybe the leave-in comment there should have been something about us going to help her with stuff.
What?
Talk to you, Gibson. Talk to you. And we talk to Gideon. I think there's someone we haven't talked to. But that's fine.
You see that scientist out in front of Mast? Staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
I want to see if he had a pass on him. Wasn't pickpocketing. It's all fine. It's all fine.
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly it is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
And I'm sure he appreciated that, Vask. Where'd that guy? Literally thought that guy just disappeared.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art. If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
Do I look like I'm in the market for artwork?
Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
Of course. Why not do it yourself?
Well, I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone
Neither am I.
capable to the exchange.
Neither am I. Yeah, fine, whatever.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her.
Oh yeah, someone's going to go
Samson
horribly wrong,
Jebrel's
Chris.
art.
Of course it will.
She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated. Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I've procured. Back to it then.
Oh, I can steal your succulent. Vask out the way, mate. Where are you?
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Hi there.
Hi there.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around.
Never find honorable
I can
missions.
take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask.
Oh no, I'm definitely going to do them, Rosalie. This is the first time I've been to this location, so I'm
Oh, please, take a look.
just having a look around. What do you got? Ammos. Oh, that's nice. But compared to the rifle, how do I compare it to a different weapon in my inventory? I don't suppose I can. It's a bit annoying. Cutter spacesuits. Not a lot of difference between them. I mean, in terms of price, at least. Helmets. Just a casual hat. Notes? Oh, okay. Books. That's what that means. Confusing. How do I sell? Q. Right, I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff. And I don't really know what I want to get rid of. Like, what have I got hard at the moment? I'm trying to look at the ammo type. So they're both 6.5 mils. I think we'll keep the damage against human ones. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. And what was that? That was 6.5 shotgun. 777, 3k volt, and then we've got 2 777s. We don't really want both of those. Let's get rid of the Eon. We don't need either of these. Or that one. Or that one. Or 2 axes. Or 3 knives. Did we not have a... You had a fancy knife, so let's get rid of all of that. And that's another 6.5, but it is suppressed, so let's keep that. I quite like the space trucker, so we'll get rid of everything else. I'm guessing everything in Misk we can sell. Or there's that. Is that actually a lockpick? Can we sell this stuff? Should I sell this stuff? I think I should, but not that. Okay. Nice place you've got here, he said threateningly.
And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much.
Mats can get sidetracked easily.
If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be.
It's true, it's true. I did sell the clothes I was wearing, even though I have other clothes in my inventory. Does the robot have stuff, or did I...
Here in the city. I am ready to commence.
Oh, it does still have some stuff. Ah, good call. I thought it did not, and I was incorrect. No, don't do that. Just...
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing. Oh, please take a look.
Alright, so what have we got now? 2 more of those. That one we're keeping. Yeah, because it's the 3k vault. We've got 4 Grendels, which seems excessive. We don't need any of those. She's doing alright for money. That is a different weapon type again. I'm tempted to keep it. Even though we've got a lot of mass, because we don't really know how much ammo we're going to really be picking up. Let's get rid of the suit. We didn't get anything there. I think that's about it. Cool.
Appreciate the business.
Oh, I can hide the spacesuit in settlements. That's what I was looking for. That is not as hidden as I thought it was going to be. Have I got 2 of those? I don't need 2 of those. There we go. Is that what you wanted, Kapil? Are you happy now?
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please take a look.
Why have we still got 10? What happened? Why didn't I actually sell stuff? Oh, I'm buying. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bought so much I ran out of money. Well, that was foolish. What did I think I had two of? I thought I had two spacesuits because it's got a 2 there. What's that sell from? What is that? Is that like selling from my ship stuff? In which case, yeah. Yeah, sell from ship infantry. It's not very clear up there what that is. Okay.
Thanks. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. Citizen.
Selling art is a bit of an
That
art
dude.
itself.
I don't really want to go anywhere else right now. What sort of thing you're after, Chris? X4? Try and get into X4 again? Can I mark multiple missions? Can I see where they are? No. That's a bit annoying. And when it says show on map, it just means it will show me what planet it's on. Okay. So there's no way of knowing like what missions I have. Show all targets? Show me active targets. Or do those icons tell you where it is? No, they tell you where you got it from. Okay, we'll just wander around. No worries, Rosalie.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
Buddy, it's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
What are you looking at?
How may I serve you?
Yeah, sorry. Sure.
Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite.
Oh, that is weird, Chris.
Howdy.
So what about Everspace 2 then? Another flight game. A space game even. Oh, you got a name. Let's talk to you.
Spoon recovered from Earth. Ah, so envious. Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them. I hope you're right.
This is a deeply personal conversation to
I
just
lost
jump in the middle of.
something invaluable. Lost it in
Oh,
a
I
race.
see. Right, no one's
You must
dead.
know.
Right, okay.
It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem. Priceless, no doubt. And its beauty was blinding. Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession.
George St.
now.
George. Beautiful.
Knowing that fills me with such envy and anger. Well, yes. A part of me died when I lost
A
it.
part of me died when I lost it.
I agree. I think I know just the thing. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
Why don't you do it?
Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
So you're going to let a stranger take your priceless Earth
Come
plate
back to me when you
instead?
have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners?
Don't even know his name, but I've got his
Is
plate.
Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I did do a stream on it, I think, Chris. Oh no, I definitely did a stream on it. I think it was when it was earlier in early access still. Early access.
Ah, not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man. And I've amassed a great collection of trinkets and valuables from it. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection is dwindling by the day. But I can't stop, right?
Well, there's Baldur's Gate 3, Chris, if you fancy isometric RPG time sync. Quit when you're ahead.
I still have yet to learn.
You're right there, Vasco.
Thank you. I will try to take your advice to heart.
That'll do. What's that marker now? So that's back the way we came. Is it just made that new mission active? Like, how far away is that? Oh, that's the secure storage, which is, for some reason, the active one now. Why can't I make that my active one from this screen? I don't want to fast travel. We'll go over there and do this bit because it's back the way we came.
Is that your ship that landed not too long ago?
Oh yeah, forgot that I'm going to kill myself if I carry on running. Gonna sleep like a baby. I did not sleep very well last night because of the heat. It was very frustrating. Don't like the look of the movement mechanic. It looks like you have to click on the map with how to move each time. Yes, you do. You very much do. Oh, is this the thing I needed the pass for that I don't have? So I'm running all this way for no reason. I mean, maybe if you haven't played any isometric RPGs before, you probably won't enjoy it. Well, not probably, that's a strong word. It's been insanely well reviewed.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians.
I didn't start your conversation with you. Yeah, I need some cargo.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. I'm not falling for that. You're not getting past me. Look, I'd like to help, but...
Not that patient.
I try to be. Alright, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I'll lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it?
Okay, it's just because I look so trustworthy, right?
1 second. Alright, make it quick, will you?
Like, you're not even going to watch me. That's insane, mate. You just let me into secure storage for security of this entire area. Why is there not more stuff I can steal in here as well? Like, this should be loaded with, like, drugs and weapons and all sorts. Oh, you're over there now. So I was going to try and hack this computer. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm hacking. How do you spin them again? Oh, you just used WASD. Let's go with that one. Obviously not that one. The other one was a 3, wasn't it? How does that work? That's only got 1. How's that supposed to work? Yes, it's not working. It's fine. At least we've done a quest, right? Not many places to hide loot. I could have given all the loot to the robot. He's my loot robot. No, I've got more digipicks, but it seems like it might be beyond my skill. It seems it literally, as far as I could tell, gave me impossible things to do.
Hello. The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
I wanted to make sure I got that brownout quest.
You know, I went to shift school.
Look at these steps, or this ramp. It's almost like some sort of field of stars. If only there was a name for that. I do think there should have been more in the secure impound. For security.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hey there, new guy.
Hey
Good to
there,
see you
old
again.
girl.
Can I get you something? Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
We never met.
You really do love your jokes. You are joking, right? Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks. But you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered.
I do.
I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much.
Give me one of them free drinks.
Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you?
They don't look very free to me. I feel like you lied to my very face. I'm not paying for a drink. Whoa, okay. I'm not paying for a drink. Pulls out a rifle. What have we been going for over here? What's this one? Get the art. Speak to Agent Plato, who's back over that direction again. That is a haircut, my friend. Look at this! Oh, mate, you are looking just very terrified occasionally. Fine. No longer acknowledging me. Whatever. Whatever. So what else we got in this district-y area? Let's have a look around. It's nighttime now. That's how long I've been here. Team off.
I don't care that we're coworkers.
Really? I wouldn't do that.
Probably not going to try to steal from the bank in broad daylight, right? That's got to be frowned upon. Although I am hidden. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. No lockpicks. What? I had 2. I do need more digipicks.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free
I was trying to see if I could walk on it.
throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
So how do the areas work? It doesn't really tell you. Like the local map is pretty useless, really. Am I missing something? Is there a way to make that better? I don't think there is. That's heading back that way. Alright. Let's go to this lift. That's very pretty now. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I guess the well? Yeah? That's what's labelled. We've explored all of that area, Chris, and now we're going to go find the next massive area and spend an hour looking around here instead. I can try and focus up a bit if you like, and just focus on the main missions. I was wondering if it's going to tell me about the well. Doesn't seem to want to do that.
Still. Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg.
Yuck.
What I wouldn't give to be stationed in the Tempest industry. Something I can help you with.
Let's find out, Carson. Oh, like you don't even want to talk to me.
A dull day for security in the well.
I don't know what the switch does, so I wanted to sit down before I threw it. Oh, now it closes it. There we go. Don't worry about me, just sneaking around. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Ooh, a well key. Whoop, whoop. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Well, yeah, I mean, in a sort of technical sense, I am sure now. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. That looks fancy, but it's not stealable. A New Atlantis security uniform. That seems probably a little bit silly to walk around in. Plus, I like my pants. Oh, I will take ammo. Don't really want a helmet stand. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Snake, snake, snake. Snake, snake, snake. In case there's someone in there. Now we're fine. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Snake, snake, snake. Who can see me? No idea, and I'm already immediately lost in this area. Hey, Carson. Yeah, you're supposed to be at the desk. Are you sneaking after me? Don't sneak after me. Everything's fine. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Supposed to talk to this guy. Can't talk to that guy. He's too far away. That's fine. Oh, hey, Carson. Not sneaking. It's okay. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneak, snake, snake. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Snake, snake, snake. Imagine if all we had to do in real life to disappear was to crouch. Isn't that how it works? I've been doing that for years. You better be telling me that's how it works. Ooh. That's 100 credits. So instead of 1,000 credits. So that's like 1,400. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Snake, snake. So I wonder if all those doors are just going to stay open now. Where did we came in here, didn't we? Just trying to get my bearings.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks.
You got a name? Nope. You're of no interest to me. You just slowly walking into that bench.
You think Deimos Star Yards would hire? What am I? Signed up for a test pilot program just yet. You want food? Good. You want to feel in? That's serious.
I'm skipping through. It's depressing.
The only saving grace is you stay here long enough, you forget about the smell.
That is a saving grace.
I'm working on it. Taking the UC Vanguard exams. Saving up for my own ship. You know how it works. It's just taking a little longer than I expected.
I'm something of a pilot myself. Or save yourself for the embarrassing.
Maybe it's hard for you. I'm gonna ace that test and fly circles around anyone who's ever doubted me. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. If my shift goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me.
A nose grub display. Grim.
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does.
Saw a farmer spray pooper processors. They should have been crouching. Never seen them.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
They set up stalls. What, the protesters set up stalls? Curses, you've blown my cover.
No one she's sent so far has had any hint of a sense of humor. So either she's getting craftier, or you're not working for her. Please, let me know.
Oh, they set up stalls in his field. It's a bit much. Yeah, I'm interested in doing work for you. Why not?
If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got.
I'll watch the bid and the vid. I'll bid for the vid. Be a good bid vid. I'll take a video of me doing the bid for the vid, so then it's a vid of a bid vid.
I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then.
Accept a mission. Okay. Why are you in the well? That's a good question.
We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport.
Bothers my
It makes
stomach.
sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. Of course.
Why you got? Ugh. Excuse me. Nothing too interesting is the answer to that. I can't decide if I like or detest this spacesuit. I'm very undecided on it. Wish you got different packs.
Ah, yes. I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't
Gooey.
worry, I've already
Ugh.
corrected the ownership record for you.
I don't even know what she said. What did she say?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Thanks for your business.
I'm not too bothered
Trade
by
is
whatever
ready.
it is. It's fine. Is there a conversation?
visit.
Like a where's my journal? Do I have a journal? Do I have a journal? No? No, I don't just have like a conversation journal. Okay. So what did I just pick up? Samson's art. Oh, I thought Inspector was going to give me some information on it, not just a static... Oh no, it's not static, I can't rotate it. Okay, it is weird it is in a thing. Indy, how's it going? It's less of a step forward than I would have hoped, Indy. I think is how I'd phrase it. And feels very much like Fallout in space. Rather than a sort of brand new game mechanics and stuff. I'm enjoying it. I mean, people didn't really like Fallout 4, but I played the bejesus out of Fallout 4.
Yes, what?
What? What? What?
You didn't hear this from me?
Where did we come from? We came from over there, didn't we? What do you sell? Gizmos. Didn't I just talk to you? You're the pilot.
You won't find any.
Yeah, so you're not selling stuff. You just sat in front of a shop. Weird. It's poopy dollops. Yeah, Capil's annoyed I can't crash into planets like I could in No Man's Sky. Because, you know, it minimizes the chances of me dying all the time. Which is obviously why Capil's here. Still haven't finished Fallout 4. I did Fallout 4 and all the DLCs. Got well into it.
From time to time.
How are you, Indy? Anything new in your life? Anything exciting going on?
Maybe a little, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? Better than all the noise and attention topside, if you ask me. Oh, Henrik is an old friend of mine. I help out.
Everything this guy says sounds incredibly suspicious.
Around. I'm involved in my own business endeavor as well.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Unfortunately, I'm quite old-fashioned. I only deal with associates that I know and trust. But if you do a small favor for
Of course, of course.
me, I might feel comfortable opening my business up to you. All you need to do is pick up a package from Red Mile and deliver it to me. You don't even need to interact with anyone.
Be nice if there was a... This seems shady, I'll do it. I was going to say yeah, sure.
Fantastic. I eagerly await your return. Stay out of trouble.
He said creep early.
No loitering, okay? I don't have the patience for it.
No worries, Chris. Those darned early mornings. It must be horrible by the end of the day. All is well here, enjoying Remnant 2 and looking forward to Lords of the Fallen. Remnant 2 looks class. I did put in a cheeky request for a key, but weirdly, a game with critical acclaim and reviews both from magazines, journalists and users being fantastic, they didn't feel the need to provide me with one. Lords of the Fallen looks pretty interesting as well. I've been watching a few of the videos from Gamescom on that. A mobile greenhouse. Yeah, it looks very unpleasant.
You, gonna say something?
Yeah, I suppose so. Sorry. Yep.
Nope. No question, business has been slow lately. Not too worried, though. Managed to make ends meet for a good long while. Don't expect that to change now.
See you, Chris. Thanks again for your donation. Much appreciated. You playing anything else at the moment, Indy?
So,
What about
think
VR
folks are
wise?
too poor to afford electronics. Not the first time I heard that line. Yeah, I get that kind of attitude far too often. You find yourself with any more commentary, feel free to keep it to yourself. Hmm, that's so. Well, then I'm hardly the man you want to be talking with.
Possible movement upstairs.
Happy to make a deal if I can.
Why I got... Well, digipicks. I could do with a couple of digipicks, I suppose. I might splurge on them. Do I want... Yeah, why not? Fine.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too. You got a name? Nope, don't care.
Jake's is a good place to meet contacts.
I mean, this colony does seem... Oh. Quick save. Pull the lever. So what did that do? Oh, it just opens those doors. Okay. Welcome back, Rosalie. A little bit of wander around. We are starting to do a few little quest things now. So we've handed excuse me, handed in one quest. We've picked up the item for the next quest. Oh, I don't know. Make sure I'm hidden. And a little bit more wandering around in a new area. Oh, we can't unlock it. We haven't got a computer to unlock it with. Fine. Gonna do the new No Man's Sky Expedition in VR. Nice. Other than that, just Remnant and Hunt. Of course. Can we get this one to fit? No, that one's not going to fit. Well, this looks like it's going to be a painful one. That one would fit. Don't think this one's going to, is it? No. So let's do this one. That one. That one. That one. Perfect. What about anything upcoming, Indy? Anything upcoming you're looking forward to? Oh, you got some eggs on you. Why can't I take the hat? Why can't I take the hat? I suppose and the clothes as well, but I mean, I want the hat. Oh my Christ! Absolutely cacked my pants.
Exterior damage. Flawless health compromised.
Woo. No, go shoot Vasco. Go shoot Vasco. I can't remember the... Oh. Oh my word. Right, I think we're quite seriously injured, which is why I'm not really moving. How do I do health stuff again? How do I do health stuff again? Is it B? Wasn't that? Wasn't there a way of like repairing certain parts of you, or am I thinking of a different game? That's why you walk around in clothes in places as well. Whew. Obviously I've got a very low health, but that's creeping up now. Oh no, I was just stuck in like a walk mode? Is it because I got the gun out? Why is my walk speed so slow? My run speed is fine, but my walk speed has gone down to... I wonder if that's just a bug. What other game would I have played though where you can heal? Oh, there was Rosalie. I thought there was. And it wasn't entirely obvious where it was last time, was it? So I can't click on anything there, so it's not there. Can't click on me. It's not inventory. I do have a skill point to spend, actually. I've not done that. It's not going to be the start map. That'd be crazy. And it's not going to be the ship, because that would also be crazy. Let's just have a quick Google. It could be because I don't actually have anything and it's just bugged out because I was hidden when the thing attacked me. Oh, that was it, yeah. So you had to look at your status. I don't have any now, I don't think. You had to look at the status to figure out what it was and what could cure it, and then go back and find the healing item with this matching icon to use it. That was it. Obviously, I think the speed is just bugged out. Oh, I'm still getting over that, honestly. That I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. Mate, your shower looks grim. And your mirror is disgusting. You need to sort that out. If the security guys meet us outside and immediately search us for contraband. Sealed container? Suspicious. And we're in trouble. What's going on here? Overtourism, not looking at chat anymore. Boop, boop, boop. Arizona Sunshine 2, yeah, looks good. Looks good. I'm excited about that. And Steam's new VR headset, is that anywhere closer? I occasionally see, sadly as Bradley, pop up some sort of data mined video, but it doesn't seem there's anything concrete there yet. Almost Capel. I mean, it was so close. Okay, 28 days ago, a friend of mine told me you're looking to purchase a Model S. Is that true? Yeah. They're badass. I have one. It's decommissioned. It's a decommissioned unit they're looking to get rid of. If you can pay in cash, that's fine. What's security going to do when I unleash Big Bruno on them? I can see where this is going to go wrong. No worries, James. You enjoy that. I'm looking forward to the pics. Looking forward to it all being done. I don't think I expect you to die 3's out yet, isn't it? Didn't we have this conversation before? Oh, it is out now. I'd say that's lost a bit of its fanfare, because like the second one was like a huge release. Well, it actually is out. Oh, blimey, no, I am probably gonna have to play that then. Bloody quest only though. Where'd you go? There you are. From the inventory, you can hit B to assign favorites. I did figure that much out, Indy, though it took me a while to figure that out in the first stream. So I do have a med kit assigned, which is what I did use one, which is why I have some health. You're not coming to where I live. Meet me behind Orion. Bring the cash with you. I cannot stress that enough. No cash, no sale. Okay, that was cute, but you really need to come back immediately and give me my money. You're lucky that I'm willing to let you live after that. If you don't pay me or return the robot, I will kill you. You got tofu. Okay. I feel like I made a terrible mistake. Are you out of your mind? Can you possibly be this stupid? You know who I bought that robot from. Do the words remote activation mean anything to you? Ha 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 ha. Tofu. Feeling a little bit less sorry for this guy now, if we're being honest. Robot. Just shudder when I look at it. At least we managed to kill it. Something though, right? Probably took like most of our ammo though. It did for our first gun.
Hi, mister.
What's the first gun? That one. Hey, child. Nice to meet you too, child. Yeah, I got Toast's key card. I used that to unlock his safe that was next to his bed. I have stolen a little bit of ammo. Not a lot, but a little. You alright? Because you just stood on a seat staring at a wall.
Hey.
I'm not going to engage her anymore. Terrifying.
Howdy.
So these are more people we can recruit, including a very old payload specialist.
Some of the shit from the Freestar systems might actually kill you. Drink enough of it.
Drink enough of anything and it'll kill you, mate. Drink enough water and it'll kill you.
Silver linings and all that.
So we're not allowed to... Oh, there we go.
You better be buying. I don't do small talk.
But you're just carrying and moving? You alright there? It's like it's doing a march down a wedding aisle.
First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it.
Perfect.
Second,
Perfect. This is perfect. Remember at the beginning of the stream when I said there's not a lot of bugs in the game?
Down here, like that's somehow different from other bars. Worse, maybe? That's what you're implying?
Yep.
What are you? A structural engineer? Some mass egghead? I know full well what down here implies.
This guy is very defensive.
Yeah? Alright.
Alright. Alright. I don't actually want any of your drinks.
Alright then.
Alright then. You have fun, Jake. That looks great what you're doing there. Looks like it makes a lot of sense.
There are always about a million things to do.
You look like you had a
And
name.
I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming.
Correct.
Hey! Oh, you're not Carl.
You mean Carl hasn't got a blue
Sorry.
mohawk and
I
pants?
shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for.
Not the Carl I was
We're
waiting
supposed
for.
to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it.
And Carl didn't even bother to show up.
And Carl isn't here, so I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems.
It's probably what it is, then,
It's
isn't
kind
it?
of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
So as an official, if I help you, I'll look at the tablet and not walk around throwing dangerous power switches, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing and you're a professional. And that's the only way that would work.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that.
What do you think?
What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to
She's
the
going to do the monitoring. Of course she's going to do the remote monitoring. Why would she not do the remote monitoring?
You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Another day.
I just wanted to see where it'd take her. I thought it'd give us options. I don't think it's actually just going to load me somewhere else. Am I now moving slower? Feels like I'm moving slower. I suppose before we go and do that, let's look at our quests a second. Like, I wish I knew where that was, because that does not help me. That does not really help me. Like, is this where I am? I think the map's absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. What's the point? What's the point? So we've got to pick up the package from Red Mile. Tap in the grid. That's the one we want really, seeing as we're here, isn't it? Wait, I know... I know I'm the blue diamond on the map. So, like, there's a place here, and the quest there is to go to any planet in the Procyon system. I'm guessing that's the mast place. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that icon means. Is that my current quest? Because I thought that was blue like me. And there's two down there. But what's that? I assume that would have been like the place we went after the ship. But that must be New Atlantis and Frontier. Is that my ship, Frontier? And that's New Atlantis? So then what are these places? And why am I over here if I haven't discovered that? And where's my... Like, where is my current mission? It's just... It's not a very useful map. It looks like this is a map of the whole landable area of this planet. And it doesn't really help you figure out where you're going at all. I don't know if you need to consider fuel pill. I've got no idea. It definitely had different jump ranges, I think, on the ships. So maybe fuel isn't a consideration, but your grav drive, which I believe does your like warping mechanic, maybe that matters. Am I slower? Is it my imagination? So I am going to go and do that mission, but we haven't been to these places, so let's come here
I've
first.
got limited resources. Try not to. We're doing the best we can here.
I do need some help.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Why is this giant
You're a
plant on your desk? 400 credits, now
Right
fine.
then. We're no Reliant Medical down here.
I say that, how much is a med kit? Oh, 525. Alright, maybe we'll pay the 400 then. Fine, whatever. Whatever's. I just noticed there's the buyback option at the bottom of the list I didn't do in the other one. Wonder if that cost me some money. I think she doesn't want to bother with her patients. It seems like it, doesn't it?
Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, They dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up. And after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical.
Well, I definitely can't. That's not what I wanted. Heal me, Doc.
Okay. Good lord. We'll do some cleaning, a bit of closing up, and you should be fine. All right. You should be...
Should be fine now. Not even a loading screen. Yeah, so the speed is a bug then, I would say. It's just the entrance. Is that the... Yeah, we're learning to be a pilot girl. It's nothing like walking into a medical facility where there's a table covered in blood. It's like as soon as I crouch, she was like, he's about to steal from me. Oh no, it genuinely is. That's an interesting mechanic. Like, she doesn't mind me being in here. But even if she's not looking at me, the second... Oh, no, maybe not the second I crouch? I don't know why she's not even doing it now. That's weird, though. Like, the NPCs can detect when you're crouching. Pharmaceutical lab. Forgot I was only in my pants for a second. It would be nice if it told me how many of these I already had. Like, I can craft it, but do I have 15 of them already? I've got no idea. Another clip. Well, she walked in for that because I was using her pharmaceutical machine.
3 gunshots this week alone. I guess we know where UC Security's priorities are.
Hey? Is it just me or is your coat dirtier? Yeah, it's a weird mechanic to have them run in when you crouch when they couldn't even see you crouch. I don't like that. If they can see you and then they see you crouch and like shuffle out of the way, then yeah, it makes sense for them to follow you. I like that. Right, so we've been here. What's up here? Oh, just money lying around. So taking the money isn't stealing, but taking the digipick is. It's another one we need a computer for, and I don't have a computer. It seems a little different. It's hard to tell too much. Obviously, I've not really seen many enemies, although I've heard they are not overly clever. And I need a computer to unlock those, that's fine. But like, I think them coming when you're crouched is definitely a new mechanic in terms of Bethesda AI. Unless I've completely forgotten about it in other games. It doesn't come across feeling like they're particularly clever AI. Like, you know, taking someone's half-eaten sandwich or whatever. Or pointing a gun in their face and nothing happens. So I think it's just Jake's left to check out, which is just there, I think. Oh, not just there, because you can't get in there. If I save and reload, is it going to get rid of this walking bug? Or maybe is this us forever now?
You stop in.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here.
What'd you say to me? No, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. No worries, Kapil.
Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure. Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger.
No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes. Nothing else.
What's the story of this place?
Okay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule. No causing trouble. Everyone abided by it. Put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have some place to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then, we'll sure take it. Yeah, you're welcome to some of whatever we've got cooking today.
Well, sell it to me, why don't you? Fried pickles? A shepherd's pie? Well, I wasn't expecting to see a shepherd's pie. Just selling name brand coffee, are you? That seems illegal. So I wonder. No. I wonder if it's like a line of sight bug in the pharmacy. Did she just come running? No. Like it's almost like she could see me, but she couldn't. So she couldn't see me, but she could see me crouched, sort of thing. If that makes sense. Oh, it's opening the blinds, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Shepherd's pie recipe. Yes, please. Yes, please. It's a nicer bathroom than the last guy, at least. I thought the sealed container we found in the medical place might be an interesting item, but it's just that there are lots of sealed containers. Still talking about the medical lady, because I just tested crouching downstairs in this bar to see if they would notice that I was sneaking around in the back rooms. But apparently not. And they have nothing of interest here. Which seems like a shame. But fine. I won't rob you blind because you have nothing to rob. Yeah, and that puts us... I don't know if we've gone in this room. No, we have not. So I think this is the last place before we follow the quest.
I do odd job. I used to drink. Then, I met Jake. Now I don't. You might say save
Maybe not.
Nope, just make sure you wipe your feet. You track mud in, then someone's got to sweep it out.
Immediately spit on the floor.
Days, That's me. Stay safe.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. Humans are social animals.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Built. But there are all sorts of situations where those evolutionary traits don't work in our favor. Is that what this is about? In modern life, it's so easy to get stretched very thin by all of our commitments. This is a common problem.
Almost looked at me.
In the early days of spaceflight. If you're up for an intensive session, we can work on it now.
No.
If talking about it, you take care.
You take care. Thanks for your eye contact. Who knows, Capel? Who knows? Chunks pie. Give me them chunks. Unusable computer. Should I use 1/2? What are the actual dimensions for 1/6? Can I buy it dimensioned? Should I use... What is he trying to make here? It's just a box. It's just a box. Should be more than enough. Don't forget to meet Claire. Okay, I didn't want to press that. I don't know if that message is for us. That's the same. That's a bit of a shame. So they've used exactly the same blackboard or whiteboard texture there and there. Like, how hard would it have been to design just a random other bit of nonsense to put over there? I just feel that feels particularly lazy. Like, I was really interested in that, because like, is that something he's making? Is that something we can find? Is that something that will come in like later in the game? And then it's like, oh, it's just a copy and pasted texture. Meet Claire, return the book. Those are the important things going on now, are they? That's the same from out there. I think this is new. Vasco, out the way, mate. Oh, we're just going to go for a swim. Okay, we're not getting in there. That's fine. More like storage-wise, to reuse a texture rather than having 10 of them. But then is every whiteboard we find in the rest of the game going to have that same thing on it? And if they've got, you know, another texture which fits in this space, why not use it there? Because you've got the exact same one there. I'm not saying every whiteboard has to be completely different. I appreciate that they need to do a little bit of, you know, compression to make the game fit and everything. But just... yeah. Like they're opposite each other. Alright, can't go down there, that's fine.
I'm not much fun for her. Try it once.
Hey, can you hear me? I think
yes.
This is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... oh wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Where was Jake's? That was down here, wasn't it?
How you liking that lake?
No. Wait, what? I don't know. Let's just go this way.
What
What's with the staring?
Was that you?
I'm gonna be a big-time space pirate.
It was you. I'm not talking to you, Rick.
Pockets around me. Just saying. Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now.
Let's do it, little man.
Well, luckily for you, I actually hurt my hand when I was punching some other assholes' lights out. Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. But once my hand heals, you're done for. Oh, God, finally! I was getting bored.
I don't know if I can do hand-to-hand combat.
Someone help me!
It was worth the reload. I mean, the guy deserved to be shot. There's a lot of screaming going on. More screaming than seems reasonable for the number of people in this place. Oh, wow, you can punch. Why can't I punch?
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Stay down. Oh, that leveled me up. Yeah, he is an unkillable character, unfortunately. So if I could find a way to kill you, mate. What I might see if I can do is...
What do you want? I'm very busy, as you can tell.
I can't... Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh dear. What? Who?
That pilot exam's coming up.
Hold it right there. You're under arrest.
I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night was your last week.
Why do I always get the dumb ones?
Warning. Damage received.
Come back here, Rick. Oh, it took so long to reload. Rick had disappeared. Fine. Fine. I do want to pickpocket something off him, because he's absolute scum. God damn it. I got greedy again immediately. You could, possibly, unless you're prevented from flying away by, like, restrictions if you're a fugitive. Which wouldn't seem too, like, game-breaking or anything. Yeah! Quick save. Stupid Rick. Right. Well, I didn't like him very much. But if you did do that and ran away and come back when it was quieter, then you'd still have the bounty on your head. Especially if you could find somewhere.
Alright, you should be near the next junction box. That's the one. Next one's not
To pay off the fine, that would work.
right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
I was totally listening. This way. Oh, I'm not going to get through that way, am I? Oh, am I over encumbered? No, that's not why I'm walking slowly. And I've reloaded. I'm sure I'm even slower now. What's the point of having an option to holster your weapon if having your weapon unholstered makes no difference to anything?
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squad should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow.
What squatters? Oh, I can't get in there.
I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
Why are you being suspicious now? Toss Howard.
Evening, sir.
Evening. There are no stairs here. Where are the stairs up? I think there are some here. That goes to the that goes to the right. How do I get up there? Nah, toss Howard. Forevermore, that's what it should be known as. What it should be known, what he should be known as. I'm sure this is so much slower than it was. If my entire game is like this now.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Just whack the buttons randomly and hope something works. Oh, it's a medkit. It's got drugs in it. There's a lot of blood over there. Can't be a good sign. So I'm just going to flip all the switches. That worked. Like she was talking about like some big thing, like there's an order needed and there's like going to be a proper puzzle, but you just whack the switches in left to right and it works.
Wow, you got it. Really well done. You
Oh, he is, yeah.
week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station near where we met?
It's just wine. It's just that some thick congealed wine they've got going on there. Where did we first meet? I haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue. I'm not particularly enjoying the stamina either. Stopping me from running absolutely everywhere all the time. Don't recognise this place. Are you a person? I mean, like, are you a named person is more what I mean. Oh, we did get there, just a slightly different route. Fantastic. Nope. Where is she? You were supposed to be there. That's where we first met. It's the cheap stuff in someone's made some wine jelly. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly normal. Everyone does it. Well, where is she now? How do I get in there? Immersion.
Problem?
You're gonna have a problem in a minute, mate. Doobie doobie doo, stealing, 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 stealing all the things, stealing all the things. Doobie doobie doo. Steal, 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 and steal. It's all mine. You've got nothing. Bet she gives me a key for it now.
Thanks for helping me out with this. I'm glad I can count on someone. Did I say thank you?
The old stand up to have a conversation Bethesda trick.
There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Instead, we both got to waste our time.
Come on. It wasn't a waste. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately,
First try as well.
This is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority.
Let's go in there and start
that's
cracking
something I'll
skulls.
deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
There's my actual... I need to look at the level up stuff, don't I? So I've got 2 skill points now.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating.
That's one word.
I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
I like that she's actually asking me to go with her rather than just be like, oh, can you do this quest for me?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things.
I've got your back. It's you and me,
That means a
Louisa.
lot.
I had to look at her
You can
name.
do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
I'll bring my biggest guns. And I'll try and fix this walk-in bug that appears to have happened. Is she actually going to walk there quite slowly? Is that one stolen? How can it be stolen if it's hearted? How can it be stolen if it's hearted? Why does it do less damage when it's not equipped? What? How can it be stolen if it's hearted? Not supposed to be hearted. That's supposed to be the hearted one. I don't... Oh, it does do that. Okay, let's put that there. That heart moved, because that was definitely the hearted one, I'm sure. Suppose we should probably put the shotgun on somewhere, right? On there. So we've got Cutter, Suppressed Kraken, Equinox, the Grendel, the Maelstrom, the Rattler, and the Coachman. So what was the weapon we just... That must be the weapon we just picked up then, right? Then we just stole from that crate. 'Cause I'm sure we got a weapon from her. So it must be that. Perfect. I get that it's stolen because I stole it. I got that much. I just don't know how it would have got favorited as a stolen item, seeing as I haven't favorited anything since I started stealing. You know it's a bad day when your maximum walk speed is slower than the NPCs. Have I, like, sticky keyed in something here? No, I don't think I have. I forgot that was a thing as well. That's useful. That's not what I wanted. I got jump scared so hard that it's broken my ability to oh, the trade thing's miles away, isn't it? Oh, so it's not that far, it's just down one of these, isn't it? Down there. There is a pub. I don't know. Are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? I don't know if you get drunk. We can try that before we finish up. Do I have any drink on me? I don't know if I've seen alcoholic drinks, actually. Yep, vodka. There we go. And we have a Erdebrau dark can. A dark lager. Which is 12%. That is a good lager. A liqueur slush, which I assume is alcohol, if it's called a liqueur. It's not very clear. Does it make it very clear that the... Nope. Alright, we'll drink it. So I'm going to run up here, and then while we're waiting for her, I'm going to Google Starfield walk speed stuck, or something like that.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
It says it's just the caps lock thing, but it's definitely not that, because that's auto run, not auto walk.
No evidence. The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry. What?
We traced the drain. Checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Just going to check which of my weapons is the most powerful weapon for no reason whatsoever. Don't worry about it. 1150. Oh, the shotgun obviously is going to do a lot of that. 15, 10, 3. So yeah, it's like the energy. Energy and the shotgun and that one, really, isn't it? Be nice if there is there a DPS? No, of course there's no DPS. Okay. Just prepare myself for no reason whatsoever. I'm definitely going to follow her. What is she doing there? Am I supposed to talk to you?
Okay, just be ready for anything.
I think because it was involved in the conversation. I did try doing the shift run as well, Kapil, and I noticed the stamina didn't go down.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
I will fire the last one.
Dramatic, but reassuring, I guess.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this.
Oh, so there is like a... Yeah, that is...
You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions.
Interesting. So yeah, there is like a... That's like your walk speed. Even though there seems to be much faster than a walk. Then you can toggle a slow walk by turning caps lock off.
Which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though.
And then there's an even faster run. Weird.
What?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I wasn't listening at all. What's going
I
on?
presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time?
Ooh.
I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the
Oh, I
grid,
thought she was just going to pay us off. I thought we were going to get paid to be a criminal. I was looking forward to that.
presumably you're the one who's been doing the field work, so
Got so aggressive
I
all of a
believe
sudden.
you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this.
I know there are different terms for
For
this.
the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
Okay, they're definitely going to jump me and try and kill me, and I'm going to get back here and you're going to be a dead body. But you're okay with that? Okay. Okay. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I can see exactly what's going to happen. So it's not that way, so I can't get out of there. Excuse me, Vasco. Sometimes you make that hard to believe. I don't know why you say such cruel things to me, Capel. How? How indeed? Do we get up there? What's this? Nothing. Oh, I don't know, Rosalie. Maybe it was. Maybe if you, not that one. Maybe if you hung around with her, yeah, you'll, or maybe you could talk to her and say, I'm not going to go. Oh, there's a spacesuit workbench. I'm not wearing a spacesuit. Okay. So that cosmetic was useful. Explosive shielding sensor array. Heavy shielding. Doesn't really change the look of it, unfortunately, does it? Kind of install a different skin on it, which I think that was like the pre-order sort of one. But my spacesuit isn't in there as an option to modify for some reason, so that's fine. It's out of kindness. Is it? I'm just wondering a little bit if you understand what the word kindness means.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box.
How did I even get up there? How did I even get up there? Remember I ran through here?
Hey.
Hey. There we go. Well, she ain't dead yet. I mean, maybe I'm reading into it too much. Maybe this is all going to be fine. But I very much get the impression that the trade consulate, whatever they're called, are not going to be nice to us. Oh, weapons workbench. So I'm probably not actually going to do anything, because we don't have a lot of things to mod with yet, and I haven't really sort of settled on the sort of weapons we're going to use. Just wanted to see what we sort of had, really. I've already got the tactical grip, that's confusing. But armor piercing rounds. Gut buster rounds, I like the sound of that. chemically tipped rounds that burn on contact. And a skin that we can't do anything with. Okay. Shows you how thoroughly I explored this place the first time around when I keep finding new things. And jump.
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
That fault could have compromised your
Are you
health.
looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
I mean, it is on the same level, but I've already jumped down now. So I guess I'll go over here. Which I'm not intending to be like a commitment to a particular side, but I'm wondering if that's how it's going to be taken. Can I just jump up there? Yeah. Save me seconds of walking.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of Mass knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see what this trail leads. If you head topside, hopefully the diagrams will need to contact you.
You coming to live with me? Come on then. Not all the civilians, no. This was just like the first... So when the first ship, colony ship, landed and was dismantled and they built what now is the well, and then they just over time built on top of it with different areas.
Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs.
I'm listening.
But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Oh, so we're in the Mass district. There's a whole new district. Wait, how did I do that? F. F brings up your scanner. Did not know.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Outpost 8. Okay, let's just run over here. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Have you got a name? No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Also, it can't have been caps lock that was the problem. I didn't hit caps lock when I had that jump scare, which made me walk slow, because caps lock was off. So that's odd as well. I must have mashed all the keys and just confused the game. It's a little bit nicer, isn't it? You know, sky. You get to see sky, so that knows you're in an affluent area when you can see the sky again.
I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight.
Okay. No, Tony, wait, come back. I'm fascinated about this
Hope your
story.
day's going as well as mine is. Fine, I guess. Do we know each other?
See, those weird little things. Those weird little things, Bethesda, just make the game seem like it isn't... I'm guessing they've just got like a number of prompts and stuff that you can say. Or they'll say to you and stuff, but, Yeah, it's just weird. Like, he literally said to me, like, about his day, and then he's like, oh, I told you about my day.
Wait. Are you flirting with me?
Yes.
Oh. Look, I'm really flattered, but I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. I already have a girlfriend. You seem great, though. I'm sure you'll find someone.
Thanks, Tony.
Later, yeah.
Alright, Tony, yeah, no worries, Tony. Tell me more about your girlfriend,
Yeah,
Tony.
sure. Her name's Donna. She works at the Nat station near Mast. Oh, boy, is she a catch. She's passionate, beautiful, friendly. I really lucked out. We met a couple of years ago, and we've been going steady since then. I'm actually thinking about asking her to marry me pretty soon.
My hands are so sweaty.
Yes, okay? I don't want her finding out before I pop the question.
Oh, I'm immediately gonna go tell her, Tony.
Sure,
What's wrong with you, Tony? I'm gonna go tell your girlfriend you're proposing to her.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections. Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower. Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's real. See if you can get up there.
Let's just walk into this residential building, it's fine. Oh, we're just going to... I didn't even realise we're going to... Shall I just check that no one's watching me? No one's... Oh, this is weird. It's just an elevator to a single apartment. We've gone to the penthouse suite, have we? I'm getting good at these now. Nailing them. Quick save. Because who knows what's going to happen here. The bed isn't owned. Which is interesting. Vasco, mate, I wish you'd just get out of the way sometimes. Record source, record type, record sort, record receive. Okay. Weird. Excuse me. Well, I guess the only thing to do is to open the computer then. Well, I was hoping we could get that. Use it as a weapon. Apparently not. Program update. Program paused. Current slicing target ATM trans fee. Slicing value 0.001 credits transaction. Total value 305,000. Goo splasher. Download to external device. Well, it has downloaded. Is that what that's saying? Or is that something that's happened to previous users? Dodgson, my guy's got creative with the rewiring. You should have all the juice you need to run the program non-stop. So stop messaging me and get to work. I expect my cut soon. Keep the damn door locked. Last thing we need is someone poking around. Even if Galbank notices the missing funds, they won't have a way to trace it. They'll call it a malfunction and wipe the records like they always do. Money's all digital anyway. They can literally just make as much as they want. How do I start the program again and make some moolah? That's what I want to know. So this feels another like a bit of a cheap moment for Bethesda. So 2 lifts open up on this floor, which go into a foyer, which goes into another foyer, which opens a door to a single, not particularly impressive apartment. It's like they just didn't want to model a corridor. That's what it feels like. It's like they could have done a corridor, but they didn't want to. I don't want to do a corridor. We'll just do one room. Just do a room with a door in it, and then that would be like a small corridor. I'm not saying they have to model every apartment room. I'm not bothered about that, but just make it feel like it's an actual apartment block. Right, let's go to the Nat station and see if we can find Tony's girlfriend. I wanna marry you. My girlfriend's so hot. Digital currency future, yes. Go, go, go. Oh. Go, go, go. It's over here somewhere, wasn't it?
Nice hat.
What? If I knew who said that, I would literally shoot them in the face with a double-barreled shotgun. Right, so... Is it you?
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony and I leave. No, probably not. I'm so excited to see Tony after work. Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you?
I've been struggling to find meaning in my life.
All been there, I think. Maybe you just need to find a goal to strive towards.
You don't know me, Donna.
I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony. I think we're finally getting close.
You look a bit tired.
Really? Well, I guess you're right. I'm feeling a bit run down. I really love my job, but it's hard work and long hours. I could definitely use a Terracino from Terra Brew right now.
I just want to ruin her relationship. It's just going to take me, like, side quest to do this.
Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you? Have you gone on any adventures? That's amazing. I'm so jealous. One day you'll have to tell me and Tony all about them, okay? Take care of yourself.
So as I did that, I realised that people are just spawning, like here, next to the door, not quite in front of the door. Spawning in and out there as they get in and off the train, so the train doesn't even move. Which again... Would it have been difficult? Well said, Donna. It's love. Have I got to get her a coffee? Is there a coffee place up here? I don't have to go far. Like, if I can't see it from here, then it's going to have to wait. Can't see it from there, it's going to have to wait. It might be I have to go back to the initial district just to get that coffee. Which seems excessive. Alright then. So maybe the trade consulate person isn't going to murder our friend. As I immediately and very suspiciously assumed.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Yeah, apparently it is. Don't tempt me, because I will. A quick save so I can do it. How badly I want to ruin their... I mean, I do want to ruin their relationship. I really do. I'll roll a do. Ah, so who do we deliver the evidence to? Do we give it to Mast or the Trade Authority? It'd be nice to know a bit more about them. Do we have like an encyclopedia or something? Under help? No, I didn't see anything. I did skip through it a little bit, but I couldn't see anything. How is there not like an in-game... like an in-game journal or encyclopedia or something? Huh, okay. Rosalie wants, so you want to give it to Louisa.
Have you got the data?
What about you, Kapil? What do you think? Trustworthy, dependable Louisa, or sketchy, out for herself trade person?
To take a look at what you found.
Is Kapil still there? I guess he's not. Because I'm leaning towards this one. Because we're sort of doing, not an evil playthrough, but like a...
Thank you for all your hard work.
like a renegade
Over
playthrough.
that data, please.
Which I only said because that was the evil version in Mass Effect. So I need Kapil to break the tie break. Doopy doopy doo. Doopy doopy doo. Where are you going?
You're going to hand over what you've discovered, yes?
What do you say when I get right up in your
You
face?
can't give Zoe anything, don't you?
I think I can just push her out of the building. I think I could.
You know you can't give Zoe anything, don't you?
Yeah, you've mentioned. Don't worry about it. She's not going to walk back in. Oh, she's going to walk back in. There we go. Well, I guess without Kapil, Rosalie, then you win. It'll be Louisa. I really want to give it to Zoe.
Going to hand over what you've discovered, yes?
It's clearly the thing you shouldn't do.
Hello.
Who was it mentioned my gun before? You did, didn't you? I see how powerful this gun is.
Engaging suspect.
That's alright. Why is Rick kicking off? I didn't even touch you, Rick. Where did Louisa go? Everyone down.
Violence significantly decreases one's life expectancy.
Oh, didn't get a chance to reload. I think I am. I tried to delay to see if Kapil would arrive to break the impasse, but I'm going to give it to this one, because we are generally doing the sort of... I'm going to call it a silly playthrough. You know, we're in it for ourselves sort of thing.
Do you have something for me?
What happens if I say that?
How predictable and disappointing.
Oh.
Do you have something for me?
Or in that case, what does she say? If oop,
With you.
what does Zoe say? Oh, Louisa, sorry.
So you tracked it down. Are you kidding me? After everything, you're just going to hand it over to her?
Yeah? You made me do work.
Do you have something for me? I'm glad you made the right decision. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us.
Should probably actually look at the skill points I've got to spend, shouldn't I?
Attempting to hack Galbank? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success.
This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments to your superiors.
I hope whatever that is, it's worthless to you. And you know, I'm still not sure you weren't behind this all along, whatever this is.
I'm sorry to hear you say that. I was trying to be sincere. Well, in any event, thank you for a wonderful...
Louisa's angry.
I totally understand that Mast has a tremendous amount to keep track of. I just wish it wasn't always my work that falls through the cracks. They said they were going to bring someone on to help out. Take some of the load off me.
You thought she'd be mentioning something about the fact that I just gave all the information over to the Trade Authority, wouldn't you?
It's cliche, but it's true. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Okay, let's have a look at our level ups. And then, yeah, that'll probably be it then. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got two skill points. We've got boxing. So you can do unarmed attacks. Don't know how. Fitness, 10% more oxygen. We could upgrade our stealth. We could get weightlifting. Increase our carrying capacity, wouldn't hurt. Increase your maximum health. Commerce does buy and sell for more and or less. Craft specialty foods. Persuasion, I might go for that. Extra credits when searching containers probably isn't the most useful. Ballistic weapons do more damage, melee weapons do more damage, laser weapons do more damage, pistols do more damage, shotguns do. Aren't pistols and shotguns ballistic weapons? Science. Increase the grav jump range of your drives by 15%. Get more common and uncommon inorganic resources from surface objects. Healing does better. Resources required to craft are reduced by 10%. Adds an optional zoom to the hand scanner and the scan distance is increased. Ballistic ship weapons increase damage. You can now utilize boost packs. You can now utilize ship thrusters. I can't use thrusters. Unlock ship targeting functionality. Well, I don't really know. Persuasion. I think we're definitely going to go persuasion. Then I've got another point to go and I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know what would be the most beneficial. We're probably going to get lots of resources, so we're probably not too worried about that. I'll tell you what, what's the bottom ones? Doesn't tell me anything about it. Doesn't tell me what it actually does. Boo. Okay. I really don't know, and I don't know if there's a respec option in the game. So I might hold on to it for a minute until we figure out a bit more like what we're doing in game, like what we're angling towards. I think that makes sense. Da, 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 da. So that's what we want to do next, isn't it? I'm assuming I don't have one in my inventory because it would have said, right? No. Maybe we'll just very, very quickly do that. And we'll see if we can ruin someone's relationship. Well, at least there's someone in the lift. That's kind of cool. I mean, he's not going out of the lift, but at least he was there. I hit Waterfall Promenade because there was a water feature in the starting area, but it's almost certainly the spaceport, isn't it? Yeah, that's not what we want. I was hoping somebody would just... Oh, hello. Does that have anything in it? Or do I actually have to buy one?
Because this place isn't just... Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. Certainly. Please take your time.
Yeah, no, I have to buy it separate. Okay, that's fine. What should we go for? Don't know what a cortado is. I'm gonna go with a macchiato.
Hi there. Fine. You want to organize? There's something. See if you can't organize them. Outrageous.
Who said that? Who's Helena?
If you'd like a cup of coffee, please speak to one of our cashiers.
You are.
No, just go away.
How absolutely dare you? Go on then, stand up. Yeah, go on, do it again. You're not even gonna run. There we go. Right, anyway. I'm not having sass from anyone. Okay, right, what are we doing? I suppose if we find the Nat station, which is just here, isn't it? Yes. I'm also assuming there's no cost for it. And if we go to the Mass District, was it? Oh, there's actually an animation for it. Very short. Almost like they didn't want to animate it going along too much of a track, because then they'd have to design more track. Or is that just me being overly cynical? Hello, janitor lady.
I have another day, another credit.
I got you a coffee.
I can't complain. My boss told me.
Wait, hold on.
Don't be a stranger.
Is it the wrong sort of coffee? It's a cappuccino. It says cappuccino. That annoyed me. The game's size is deceptive. In what way, Capel?
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. Certainly.
Excuse me.
Clipped. Right. Excuse me. You think it's tiny? I mean, this is the first area, and it's relatively big. It's pretty comparable to, like, you know, the Skyrim cities or places like that.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
I know, you've told me repeatedly. Take your coffee.
One day,
Break up with your
I'm
boyfriend.
gonna leave New Atlantis. Oh, thank you so much. Soon I'll be coursing with bountiful energy. I'll be the most enthusiastic janitor in New Atlantis. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning.
I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Why is that updated gem jealousy? And why can't I tell her about Tony wanting to propose? That's very frustrating.
You should check out the command.
Oh, let's go back. There was illicit activities one.
I guess I won't ask. But there is a place called The Well that might be more...
No, I've already been there.
Take care.
Probably wrong, but I hope some game map comparison YouTuber includes this soon. It would be multiple maps, I suppose, is the problem. Like multiple levels of multiple maps and all sorts. But I mean, this is literally like the first proper planet we've been to. Seems a bit mean to be judging it too harshly so far. I mean, if this was it and he didn't go anywhere else, I'd be well on board. Like, yeah, no, it's teeny tiny. Well, it didn't get updated. It just said it as my current quest for some reason. Yeah. I've already done that, so that's annoying. Is that tree close? Maybe? Maybe. Like, I think there are at least dozens of planets for you to go and check out. To be honest, it is a really impressive tree. She did say it was pretty cool.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
You seem to be staring at a tree.
I'm not staring. I am analyzing.
We didn't like that much.
This is important xenobiological work. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look,
no, why would I understand anything about this tree? I'm a miner.
Gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby,
but today I will. Today I'll make the exception. Something about you. You just seem like a very helpful person.
A mercenary, huh? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So, are you on board?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, that's... there's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings.
Why can't you do that remotely in the future?
That would save time.
I want to see if it tell me how many collectors there are. I did say I'd get something for it. I didn't say I'd do it for free. I'm not overly enjoying the quest types in the game. I mean, it's partly because I've been just doing side quests rather than the main quest. But this is the second run around this map and touch things quest. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. The first one did have the slightly interesting sort of twist with the fact it's to do with someone who is essentially powering a grid computer to steal a fraction of money from every transaction. That's kind of cool. That doesn't look like we're going to do anything with that information, which is a bit silly. Would we not go to the police with that? Or could we use that to find the person and get our cut and without, so, you know, say we're not going to report them, so give us some money? Bribe them? But this is the second one we've picked up where it's just like run around this map and do some things. Maybe at the end of this it's gonna something cool will happen to this tree. It is, I mean, it is an awesome tree. But anyway, I said I was gonna stop a little bit earlier, and it's now 5 to 11. It is not early. We're gonna put a proper save in. We're gonna leave that there. I'm enjoying Starfield. I'm still a little bit like... I don't know. I can't decide if it feels a bit too... It does feel a bit fetch questy, but like I say, I've been doing side quests that I've been picking up randomly as I've been running around. So is it fair to judge it on the side quest without really seeing a lot of the main quest? Probably not. And like I say, the previous fetch style quest did have that kind of interesting ending to it, although not quite as deep as I might have expected or liked. My kind of gut feeling at the moment about this game is that it's basically an old school Bethesda RPG looking really pretty. I don't see anything that it's doing at the moment which is kind of new or exciting or different to their previous games. Like, if you just reskinned it so it looks post-apocalyptic, why wouldn't this just be Fallout? So yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I loved Fallout, so I'm in no way suggesting I'm not going to really enjoy the game. But I think we may be being, I think I said this before, didn't I? Just been a bit spoilt by all of the games that have come out since Skyrim, like 10 years ago. No ability for crash stream end ritual. Can't even jump in front of the moving trains. I suppose I could do suicide by cop, couldn't I? Let's try a different weapon. Where's there it is. You got a magic bag, mate? I don't like that. You've got some range on you.
I am aiming for your center of mass.
Where are you going? Should have used that heal paste earlier. Vasco, you were getting right in my way, mate. You were winding me up. Why on earth wouldn't you do cool analyses like these? Because I'm not half as cool as I like to think I am. A level 1 Master Resource Officer. Where's my shotgun? I did not do a lot of damage. There we go. Yeah, how does he always walk in front of me when I'm aiming down the sights? It seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? Cool, well there you go, Kapil. There's your ending to the stream. And now we've established that's how we're going to end every stream. Are you happy now? Anyway, I really need to go. It's 11 o'clock and I need to pee quite badly. Otherwise the seat's going to get very damp very soon. So thank you to everyone for being here. It's been fantastic as always. We'll continue with Starfield for at least one more stream. I'll see if I can at least finish off this area and go flying off somewhere else. And we'll see if... maybe we'll just leave the rest of... I'll forget this by the next stream. But maybe we'll leave the rest of the side quests. Go to the main mission and then just see if we can go somewhere else afterwards. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you to being here. Thank you to Chris, who's no longer here, for his very generous donation. That is much, much appreciated. Thank you, Kapil. Epic stream indeed. I will see you next week. I'd like to say I'll try and do some extra streams over the weekend, maybe, like I was going to try to do last weekend, but I was too busy. But there's a chance I might be travelling abroad briefly over the weekend, so that's definitely not going to happen. And if I do travel, I'll tell you all about it next stream. See you next time. It's been wonderful as always. And maybe I'll record a video this week. I've got the one that's supposed to be doing with Dr. Antz. There's another game that I've been offered a key for which looks quite interesting. Plus there's I Expect You to Die 3. So maybe this week I'll record a video. Who knows? It's a mystery. Toss a coin. See you next week, everyone.